Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Vortex, where lies and falsehoods are trapped and exposed. I'm Michael Voris. There is a titanic struggle going on right now. If there was ever a clash of the titans, this is it. The battlefield is the Catholic Church, and the future of the world hangs in the balance. This isn't just some infighting between scholars arguing over some stale old philosophical conundrums. It's a war for the soul of the Church herself. Everywhere, the Church is at war in her own members, university versus university, about what a Catholic identity is. Bishops battling bishops over questions of Catholic identity in the areas of healthcare, Obama at Notre Dame, the Kennedy funeral, loyalty to the Pope, the Latin Mass, etc. Faithful lay groups and apostolates are at war with left-wing Catholic groups who pay lip service to the Church, all the while working diligently to dismantle it. Believe me, this is war. Now, of course, as with any war, there's good news and bad news. First, the bad news. The entrenched forces of liberalism certainly hold the high ground. For the past 45 years, they have dug in and planted themselves very well. It is their opinion that gets trumpeted in the mainstream media. For the most part, they control the power apparatus in nearly every diocese and archdiocese. It is their erroneous views that are shoveled into the minds of students in Catholic high schools and universities. Nearly every parish has a majority of them on the revered parish council. Liberalism has invaded the bishops' conference to a scary and frightening degree. No doubt about it, this will be a battle to the death, and it will be vicious. Is vicious. These usurpers have succeeded in recasting the Church in the image they want for the past 45 years, and dislodging them will take heroic efforts. Now the good news. Believe it or not, the good news is that there is actually a war. 25 years ago, it would have been unimaginable that these liberal tyrants could even be challenged. Everywhere, signs of hope and new life are emerging from the new batch of seminarians, brave young men who are willing to dedicate their all to winning the war, to lay apostolates who've had to go it alone as liberals in their home dioceses have sought to quietly destroy them, priests who have had to remain underground because their liberal bishops would ship them to the frozen north, are now stepping up and speaking the truth clearly and boldly. God bless them. Catholic media efforts, almost exclusively run by the laity, have set themselves up as a counter-media effort along the long-established rags of liberal church propaganda. The uprising is, no doubt, still in its infant stages. Let's be honest about that. It is being fought against violently by the unfaithful crowd. Never forget that. These guys are not going quietly into the night. Even the power of the U.S. presidency is being used against faithful Catholics trying to restore the authentic faith. But the battle is now engaged. The good guys are smaller in number, fewer in earthly resources, decades behind in an effective communications plan, and have a decidedly smaller arsenal of weapons at their disposal. But we have time, something the tyrants don't have. See, they're getting old, and they're getting old fast. Their numbers are decreasing. Indeed, we will have to pry their cold, dead hands from the levers of power, but we will, and happily. They are on the losing side of history because the Lord of history will be their judge. Ours is only to fight and restore the monarchy of Jesus Christ in His church. Stay faithful and fight. That's all that's asked of you. I'm Michael Voris.
Please help us keep delivering these kinds of messages that so desperately need to be heard and acted on. Join RealCatholicTV.com today as a premium subscriber. Become immersed in the faith established by Jesus Christ. The Catholic Church is the only hope against evil because that is its God-given mission. As our Lord said, apart from me, you can do nothing. Join RealCatholicTV.com today as a premium subscriber and come to learn and love Christ more deeply.